Hello all, this is Dustin with Dustin's Home Solutions. I figured talk to you a little bit, give you a little bit of insight in some of the things that I've done in the last couple days, maybe help you in your home, save you from calling a contractor when you don't need to call a contractor. I do believe in that you do need to get professional when a professional is needed, but there's a good portion of time anymore that you don't need to have somebody in your home for no reason. Some of these things are little layups and they will help you save money. And that's the goal, to keep building off the layups. And if you could keep money in your pocket, then you could hang that fan that you wanted, or that bigger TV you wanted, or curtains that you wanted, or whatever the case may be. And obviously we will help with that. If you need help, that's a definite. So the goal is to try to keep people out of your house that you don't need in your house, and try to keep money in your wallet. So here we go. Some of the layup easy ones are your garbage disposal. Sometimes people don't understand that the garbage disposal is pretty simple. When there's a problem with the garbage disposal, it literally will do two things. One is it makes a humming noise, or two is it makes no noise. So if it makes no noise, your first thing you're going to do is to make sure what the problem is. Sometimes people have a button for the garbage disposal. Some people have a switch to the garbage disposal. Well, you want to make sure that there's power going to the garbage disposal. Now, the breaker could be tripped. You want to make sure the breaker's not tripped. If the breaker's not tripped, that the outlet works. Use your phone charger. Make sure that outlet where the garbage disposal's button's going, or the garbage disposal's going, you want to make sure that that's working. If everything's working electric-wise, most garbage disposals have a button on the side or underneath. And that little reset button, sometimes it's there on purpose. It's so if it jams up, you don't burn the motor out. So that reset button will disconnect it. Sometimes you just hit the button and all of a sudden it comes on. Now, if it comes on, it starts humming, going, and not doing anything, turn it right off, because something's jammed in there. Now, what I tell people to do is unplug it again, make sure that it's unplugged. When it's unplugged, you could try to get a flashlight and look down there, see what it is, or you can grab something to get it started. Some of the garbage disposals have an Allen wrench underneath. Sometimes the installers leave it, sometimes they don't. Maybe you have to get an Allen wrench for that size. If it doesn't have an Allen wrench, then you could do the old method, which used to be, use a broom handle and go clockwise or counterclockwise. The problem with broom handles nowadays is they're all cheap, mostly, and it's gonna wind up breaking on you. So you can either get a big screwdriver, big channel lock, something to get in there that will fit in the garbage disposal, that you could turn it clockwise or counterclockwise. And then this way it works. Once you loosen it up and it moves, it doesn't have to move a lot, just has to move. You'll feel it free up. Then the next move is take the tools out of the garbage disposal, go to the freezer and grab a couple handfuls of ice. Now, usually I grab the whole tray, because that's what I do. And I run hot water and I start feeding the garbage disposal after you plug it back in. Turn it on and start feeding the ice and the hot water in there. That will get most of the stuff that's in the garbage disposal out. Now, if there's something stuck in there, for example, which I've seen, glass, screw falls down there, baby spoon, baby pacifier, weird stuff falls down there sometimes. Earring, ring, stuff like that. Obviously, it's delicate. You want to make sure that you're not tearing up all that stuff if you know that that's in there. So if that ring's in there or a spoon, you're not going to turn it on with ice. What you're going to do is, once you unplug it again from finding out it's seized, you could literally try to, because it's unplugged, you can get your hand down there if it's small enough. And if it's not small enough, you could try to get a long needle nose or something. It's not regular that the needle nose would be that long to get down there, but get something down there to get it out. Sometimes I can get my hand down there and I could use my 2 fingers and remove the screw. If it's glass, I'm being honest with you, I have a little trick with that. It's a little science behind it too, and it has worked every time. If it is glass, instead of getting cut and all that other stuff, glass is made from sand and all that. So if you put a bunch of ice down there and get it running again, it will trick the garbage disposal, and it will actually crush the glass up with the ice. You'll hear the crunching going on, and it'll make it back to sand again, and it'll work it right through the line. I've done it many times. Then put more ice, and all of a sudden you won't hear any more glass anymore. That is, again, unless it's something crazy thick, but if it's crazy thick, you would pull it out with your hands or something. So that's the glass. If it's a screw, sometimes it gets wedged in the fins of the garbage disposal. You just got to make sure it's off and see if you can get it out with your fingers. If you can't get it with your fingers, then get a long pair of needle nose or something that you can get it. The problem is sometimes that little flap on the garbage disposal between the sink and the garbage disposal, it gets in the way. Some of them are removable, which is great, and you can wash them in the dishwasher. And the ones that aren't, you have to get something in there to keep it so it don't keep messing with you. That being said, once you get the screw out, then I always, matter what you get out of the garbage disposal, you should throw some ice in hot water. That cleans the starches, cereals, anything that gets down there. You could throw a lemon, lime, and orange down there. My friend Linda always talks about that. So I definitely do that too. That kills the bacteria. There's people that put baking soda and vinegar. That's another great method. People, I've read some salt actually works down there too. There's many methods to do stuff. Whatever works for you, whatever you have at your home, you could do it. But ice is the big factor there that really helps. All the others is what you have at your disposal. Once the garbage disposal is working again, you could plug it back into the button and make sure that works again, and then you're ready to go. And routine maintenance on the garbage disposal, I'm being honest, once every 2 to 3 weeks, you should be dumping the ice tray down there. Now, people don't realize the ice tray goes through defrost 2 or 3 times a day, and that ice starts to get old if you don't use it. That's why it looks like gray or fogged up. You don't want to be eating that ice. So give it to the garbage disposal and clean your ice, and the whole freezer process will keep moving how it's supposed to move. I hope this helps. I tried to hit every angle of this. If you have any questions, please ask. I love questions, and I'll try to get you the answers. Have a wonderful Tuesday night, and I hope this helped you. Thank you. If you haven't subscribed, please go to Dustin's Home Solutions. Please go to my YouTube channel and subscribe, like some of the videos. I'll keep trying to put videos out on the reels, and I'm going to keep expanding to help everybody I can. If you have any suggestions on something you're looking to get done as far as like, hey, I need help with this, please send me something and I will try to help that. Thank you very much. Have a great